Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Ultimately, bad guy or gal off the street.
In Traverse City, Michigan, a man with a criminal record shows up in my investigation.
I'm just here for a massage.
And when I confront him, things get heated.
Do I look stupid to you?
Right now, yes.
I look stupid?
Yes.
But I keep my cool with this repeat offender.
I've learned my lesson.
Yet here you are.
One of them is 60-year-old Scott, a former EMS technician from Charlevoix, Michigan, just about an hour from our location. The messages from Scott start off by him asking the detective posing as the teen, what are the donations, and if she's affiliated with any law enforcement. The detective says no and asks if he is a cop. No is the answer. Now he wants a photo. The detective says she doesn't want her photos online. Scott says he won't post them and that he likes to be careful and again make sure she isn't working with the cops. The decoy then says she's not law enforcement and that she's only 15 years old. Scott then reveals a disturbing fact, that he was caught up in a Michigan State Police sting a few years ago. He then asks for the address and again for a photo. The decoy asks him what he wants. Scott says he's just looking for a good time and a nice massage from what he's now been told is a 15-year-old girl. In 2018, the Michigan State Police captured nearly 36 men in a prostitution sting, and Scott was one of them. He was arrested, received probation, and a fine. But it's what happened 7 years earlier that is truly shocking and leaves us all on edge. In 2011, an undercover federal agent downloaded child pornography that Scott had made available on the internet. A search warrant of Scott's home and computer exposed a substantial collection of child pornography. Scott pleaded guilty in 2013 to receiving via the internet images and videos of child pornography. He served 4.5 years in a federal prison. He was released in 2022 and was then placed on the sex offender registry. While Scott does not have a history of carrying weapons, we remain extremely vigilant as we monitor his movements when he enters the hotel.
Coming. Yeah.
Let me know when he starts. Let's get ready.
The arrest team is ready to strike, and they apprehend Scott quietly and covertly as to not alarm any neighboring guests.
Traverse City, put your hands up. Put your hands up.
I'm just here for a massage. I'm just here for a massage. I'm just here for a massage. That's all I'm here for.
Put your hands on your back. Okay, relax.
You're good.
Hey, what's your name, boss? Look at me.
Scott.
Okay.
You're
under arrest, okay?
I just,
Okay,
all I
you're under arrest.
wanted was a massage. That's all I said.
All right. We good? You okay?
Yeah.
All right. You're under arrest, okay? You understand that?
Okay.
Okay.
Scott seems almost a little too comfortable in handcuffs, but all that is about to change.
Go ahead and have a seat.
And that's because at a dimly lit hotel room desk, Scott is going to have to answer to me.
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Good.
So, it's sort of my job to kind of understand what you were thinking and how you got here tonight. And I guess I'd like to start by asking you where you were when you started this conversation tonight.
I was at home.
You were at home. So you had worked all day?
Yeah.
And tell me about your day at work.
Started at 7:30 this morning and digging ditches for putting in an irrigation system. And just working hard all day.
Working hard all day. What time did you get home?
8:20, 8:30 maybe.
And so you were at home when this conversation
Yeah.
took place online. And the girl to whom you were talking to online, she said she was 15.
I did not see that in the text. I mean, that's when I was driving, and I just
Well, you said you were at home when you were texting, though.
I started it at home, and then I came down to I drove down to came down to TC.
You came down to TC, but you started this chat when she would have said she was 15 when you were at home and should have
No.
seen this.
No, that was when I was on the road.
So you were texting and driving on the way here.
Yeah.
How much conversation did you have with her before you got on the road?
I'm not really sure.
You're not really sure. But she said she was 15. We know that now.
I know that now. I noticed that now, but I did not notice that in the text itself.
A lot of men I've interviewed in this very same situation also claim they didn't see the age in the text messages. I didn't believe them, and I don't believe Scott.
I find that hard to believe, Scott, based upon the conversation that I saw.
I don't find it hard to believe because I didn't see it. I overlooked it.
You stopped to buy condoms.
Yeah.
Did you buy anything else?
No, that's all I bought there.
And what's in the pill container that was in your car?
That's mouthwash.
That's mouthwash. In the pill container?
Yeah.
Did you bring any other pills with you? Viagra, anything like that? So you had the Rockstar drinks. You had the condoms. If you were just coming for a massage, why would you even stop to get condoms on the way here?
Because if something else happened, I wanted to be prepared.
You wanted to be prepared. So you were up for more than just a massage.
If that happened, that would happen.
If that happened, and you were going to
all I really
pay.
wanted was a massage, so
But there are other places you can get a massage.
not this late at night.
You could go to mall.
There's no massage place in the mall.
No, tomorrow, I said.
Oh, tomorrow.
While I already know about Scott's previous arrests and convictions, I want to hear it from him, a registered sex offender.
Now, as we sit here tonight, Scott, are you a registered sex offender?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah.
And what was the crime that got you to be a registered sex offender?
I was accused of having underage pornography.
You were accused of having child porn.
Yeah.
And how old were the children in these images?
Like I said, I think they're around 16, maybe a little younger. I'm not sure.
You had child porn.
Yeah, I did.
And how did you get the child porn?
Off file sharing program sites.
A file. Why would somebody want child porn?
A lot of the girls that I looked at looked older than the age that they said they were.
Did you plead guilty or did you go to trial and...
I pled guilty.
You pled guilty. Why did you plead guilty to possessing child porn?
Because I had some on my computer.
You had some on your computer. Yeah. And how do you think those pictures were taken of those girls who were underage?
Some with permission and probably a lot that weren't with the permission.
Do you understand that every time an image of child pornography is viewed, that is the re-victimization of that child?
Yes.
And you did it.
Yeah.
So you re-victimized these children who are already victims.
I went through therapy. I went to prison, and I went through counseling, and I realized my mistakes.
You realized your mistakes.
Yeah.
What drew you toward child pornography?
I like petite women, and some of the pictures that I thought were actually of age girls weren't, but I still looked at them, and I admit to that.
And that was wrong. And did you go to prison for this?
Yes.
How long were you in prison?
4.5 years.
4.5 years in prison. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Which means you pleaded guilty to a very serious charge.
Yes.
And you pleaded guilty because you were guilty.
Yes.
Because you had child pornography.
Yes.
Did you learn anything from your counseling, your therapy, your prison time?
Yes.
And what did you learn?
I learned that it's wrong, or I knew that it was wrong, but I learned not to do it.
Not to do it. But here you are tonight sitting face to face with me after getting caught trying to have sex with a 15-year-old girl.
I did not know, I did not see that text.
Scott,
Do
I look stupid to you?
Right now, yes.
I look stupid?
Yes.
I'm the stupid one.
I did not see that text.
You, the registered sex offender with handcuffs on, is telling me I'm
It doesn't
stupid?
matter. It doesn't.
It sure as hell matters.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
What do you think's going to happen to you now?
I have no idea.
Because you're a registered sex offender who's already done federal time for child pornography.
Okay. I did my crime. I did my time. I paid I paid for it. I did not see. I overlooked that part of the conversation. If I would have seen that and read that whole text, I would have not come here.
If your intentions were as you suggest, why were you so concerned as to whether or not this girl was with law enforcement?
Because if something else happened, I didn't want to do anything.
What do you mean, if something else happened, I didn't want to do anything?
If it went further from a massage
To having sex?
to having sex, I tried and I didn't want to get into trouble.
You didn't want to get into
No.
trouble. Well, if your intention was just to have a massage, then why were you so worried about whether or not this was law
Because if
enforcement?
something else happened, I wanted to be okay with both parties.
Okay. But you were concerned that this was law enforcement.
I asked a question, I wondered.
Yet you came anyway.
Yes, I did.
So that suggests to me, Scott, that maybe you didn't learn from your 4 years in federal prison, from your therapy,
Didn't learn what?
to not be a predator.
I'm not a predator. Well,
You're here.
how am I a predator?
You had a conversation with someone who told you she was 15.
I did not see
and
that
you came
part
over
of the
here
text.
with condoms.
I did not see that part of the text.
Do you know how many times I hear that, Scott?
I don't really care how many times you hear it.
You should.
I'm saying right now, the truth is, I did not see that part of the text.
Tell me about the sting with the Michigan State Police.
It was the same as it is right now.
Same as this right now.
Yeah.
And what was the scenario? Tell me about that.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And what was the charge? Underage girl?
No.
Just prostitution.
I got 3 months probation and a $500 fine for contacting a prostitute.
Contacting a prostitute. And was that online?
Yes.
And was that a similar app like the one you used tonight?
It was the one they used to have Backpage.
Backpage. And how long ago was that?
That was in 2018,
2018.
I think.
So right around 2018, you went on Backpage. And what happened? What did you do?
I met with an escort.
You met with an escort.
Well, I thought it was an escort, and it was a state police sting.
And was that at a hotel or
Yes.
what was that? Here's the thing. People who interview predators, sex offenders in prisons will say without question, there's a link between guys like you who view and have child pornography and offending, which is what you got caught for doing tonight. That this fantasy develops sometimes with the viewing of child pornography, and then a guy like you perhaps crosses the line between fantasy and reality and then has to have sex with.
I have never
girl.
crossed the line from fantasy.
Did tonight.
I did, like I said, I did not see that portion of the text.
All right, what do you think should happen to you, Scott?
Well, what I think should happen is get charged with maybe meeting with an escort or whatever, but nothing to do with underage, because I did not see that portion.
I hear that a lot.
I don't really care if you hear it a lot. I'm telling the truth.
And now it's my turn to drop my truth. Well, Scott, there's something you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen, and we do stories on men who get caught in sting operations like this.
Yes.
Have you seen the shows?
No.
We do a series of investigations called Takedown with Chris Hansen, and you're on it.
I have not. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
And I've never seen it.
Is there anything else you want people to know about your situation?
That I didn't come here to meet with an underage girl.
But you looked at the transcripts and you saw that.
I saw it now. When you're texting and driving, do you see everything you're texting?
Well, that's why you're not supposed to text and
I
drive.
know.
And that's why you're not supposed to have child porn, and that's why you're not
I don't
supposed
have
to
child porn.
meet people for sex.
I don't have child porn. I'm not a
did.
predator. I did.
But it all adds up to being a predator.
What does it add up to being a predator for?
Child porn, meeting somebody underage for sex.
I didn't see that age on there.
Your
Like I said-
situation
like
does
I
not
s-
look good.
I know it doesn't look good, but if I saw that portion of the text, I would not have come here.
In a first for me, Scott then turns offender advocate in a twisted way.
And putting people into categories and saying that everybody who has this type of charge, they're all the same, that's wrong. You have to look at individuals also. If you put all people that have killed somebody in the same category, you're getting someone who hit a pedestrian by accident and someone who went out and murdered 10 people all in the same category.
Do you think you have a problem still?
No, I don't.
Not at all.
I do not. Excuse me, I do not.
Some would hear that and say, Scott, you're in denial.
I'm not in denial. I don't have a problem with that.
No child porn on your phone.
No child porn on my phone.
None on your computer.
None on my computer.
Anything else you want people to know?
That I'm not a predator.
Okay.
That I do not. I've learned my lesson. There's no child porn on anything. Computer, phone, nothing.
Yet here you are.
Yet here I am because I didn't see a portion of a text.
All right. Well, Scott, I appreciate you talking to me.
Just when I thought I was done with Scott, he wasn't done pleading his case.
But I do I don't mind talking to you, but I do not like the aggressiveness that you came after me at, trying to put me in a category where I don't deserve to put in that category.
I know, but you see how this looks.
I know how it looks. I know exactly how it looks. If somebody were to open that text up and read it all, they're going like, "Holy crap!" But
And that's what happened.
Yeah, but I'm saying I missed that portion of the conversation. Texting and driving, which I'm not supposed to do. I missed a portion, and then here I am. But 1, I'm not a predator. 2, I learned my lesson. 3, I would never meet with anybody underage.
Well, as adamant as you seem, the evidence would indicate otherwise.
But I did not see that portion of the text. I'll take a lie detector right now saying I did not see that portion of the text. I'll do any test you want me to.
Yet you were concerned about whether or not this was law enforcement.
Yeah, because if something else happened other than a massage, I didn't want it to be a problem with her or me.
But as a registered sex offender, somebody who has done prison time, why take the risk and come out here?
What does it matter if I'm a registered sex offender or not? Why not? No.
But
No.
Go ahead.
Hold on one minute. Hold on one minute. Hold on 1
Fair
minute.
enough. Fair enough.
If he comes down here doing the same thing I did, are you going to put a label on him too?
But let's take it to its most basic level. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Given the fact that you've done time for a crime, given the fact that you are a registered sex offender, let's say parole for any crime, why take the chance by coming out tonight and breaking a law? You see what I'm saying? It puts you at risk. Your decisions tonight put you at risk.
It would put anybody at risk.
I understand. So take the rest of it out of just for a second. Why take the risk when you know it can put you back in prison?
I don't know. My hands can't say, I can't give you a reason.
You see what I'm saying? Take the crimes specifically out of it and just say, there are crimes. I have to report based upon my past. I was concerned as to whether or not this was law enforcement, yet I came anyway. What does that say?
Lack of judgment.
And that taints the whole thing, is the reality. Because if you had that lack of judgment, what does that say about, the rest of this? Your story or your claim that you didn't see the age. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
While my interview with Scott was over, the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office had one more thing to discuss.
So Mr. Hansen talked to you for just a little bit. I went through the text messages with you, right? And you acknowledged you remember sending all the texts that you sent.
No.
Right. So you sent a text, she sent the text about 15, and you replied to that text, right? Okay.
But, yeah.
And
but,
on iPhones, you're familiar with iPhones because you own an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Remember how on iPhones it shows the message read? It says read, sent, delivered, that kind of thing when you send text?
No.
Okay, it says read.
Yeah.
And you're the only one with your phone tonight. So I have to act based on the information that you did read it. Okay?
Yeah.
Not trying to be mean to you, I'm just being honest and straight with you. You are going to go to jail tonight. Okay?
Scott was charged with child sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and using a computer to commit a crime. He was also charged with violating his probation. Scott was taken away to the Grand Traverse County Jail, and when investigators took a good hard look at his phone, they found child pornography. And while that revelation may not come as a surprise to you, me, or the sheriff's detectives, he'll now also be charged with possession of child sexually abusive material. We'll keep you posted on the case against him.
You have a guy who did 4 years in federal prison for possessing child pornography. He did therapy. He's a registered sex offender to this day, yet he came here tonight. Adamant as he is that he didn't see the age, he still came here. So what does that say about his risky behavior?
Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen,
I didn't know if he was coming or not.
in Blount County, Alabama, court is still in session.
I had to go to court this morning.
You had court this morning.
And this man's day is about to go from bad to worse.
John, you got some bad luck, son.
Tell me about it.
And while I think I've heard just about every excuse there is, this one blows me away.
So what you're saying to me is that you were shot.
Yes, sir.
You shot yourself in the...
This is 26-year-old John, and he's not playing games because he got right to the point with a Blount County, Alabama detective posing as a 15-year-old girl.
And give me a sense of his chat.
So he initially called before even texting.
Got
I
it.
didn't answer. He sent back a text that said, if you can, call me when you get a chance. I said, who's this? He said, I was calling you about your services. I'll skip this game. This is John. Please give me a call back when you can. I said, give me a few, just getting up. He said, that's cool. I just got out of court down here in Aliana. So
Just got out of court. And he's on the phone here.
Yes.
He just got out of court and he's already communicating with somebody
yes.
about coming over for sex.
You heard that right. John was actually sitting in a courtroom when he started the text with a decoy. And it seems like John's been in court a lot for different reasons over the years.
I say I like bad boys. He said, well, great, because I got a rap sheet long as fuck. For real, what's your prices? You need anything from anywhere. Say, sounds good, baby. $sign depends on what you're looking for. Respond back with, I'm 15, slim, clean, I love your tats. He says, you're how old? Shoot him a picture, and he says, 15, just thought I'd be honest. How old are you? He says, I'm 26, you're gonna have to FaceTime me. He says, yeah, we're gonna have to talk on the phone now. I have so many GD questions, like, why are you staying with your cuz, doing in-call only? Then he says, look, I don't want no drama. I got no shit going on in my life. He says, ask for the address, then ask question mark. I said, well, I gotta get fucked with a condom, 50 with, 100 without.
While he's got a rap sheet a mile long, John is about to add another charge or two as our hidden cameras are in place along with the Blount County Sheriff's Office. From the courthouse to the sting house, John arrives. The on-site decoy gets into character and meets him at the door.
I didn't know if he was coming or not. You got the cash? You got the cash? Come on.
And by the looks of it, he's still wearing his fancy go-to-court clothes.
You want anything to drink? Okay. I'm gonna go grab my vape.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Gonna need you to sit down over there. That's it. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You had a busy little day, didn't you?
Had to
Tell
go-
me about it.
I had to go to court this morning.
You had court this morning.
Yes, sir.
And what was court for this morning?
Tickets.
Tickets.
Yes, sir.
Traffic tickets.
Yes, sir.
How many of them did you have?
Two, three.
Two. And why'd you have to go to court for all your traffic tickets?
I had to go to court because I just had a court date.
You had a court date.
Yes, sir.
And your name is John?
Yes, sir.
That's your real name.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you set that down so it's not clicking for me?
Sorry.
Do you have a weapon on you or anything? No guns?
Nope. Ain't got no money, ain't got none of that.
You got no money?
Nope.
What are you doing coming over here with no money?
Because I didn't believe,
You didn't believe what?
the whole situation.
What didn't you believe about the whole situation?
I figured it was all set up and stuff, so.
All is set up.
Sir.
Why did you come over here, John, if you thought this was a setup?
I mean, I was just coming back through on my way, so I figured I'd stop and just see if it was.
Just coming back through out of curiosity.
Yes, sir. I ain't got no cash on me.
You know, is there cash in your car?
No, sir.
Your vehicle?
No, sir.
So, John, you were talking to someone who said they were 15 years old.
Yes, sir, but I didn't believe
Yes,
it
sir.
because-
That's true, right?
Yes, sir. She
And-
said.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. And you talked about sex with this girl who said she was 15.
We never really said anything particular.
What do you mean by particular?
I mean, here, I'll let you.
I have the transcripts. It's okay. I can go over them. I'm 15. You say you're clean. That you've only used a condom once.
Sure.
You don't like the way it feels.
That's not really, I mean, I guess it is sex talk, but
That is sex talk. You said you're clean. I swear on my children's lives.
sure.
You talk about fucking without a condom for $100, with a condom for $50.
I never said nothing about it. She did.
But you agreed to it.
I believe I said.
Then you say, never wore a condom since I was 10. I'm a very clean machine. You say you can definitely do $50. What are you talking? What are you going to pay $50 for?
I didn't believe this, but I didn't bring no money with me.
That doesn't wash, John.
I'm serious. I ain't even got $50 on my Cash App.
I promise you I'm clean. I'll put my kid's life on it. How many kids do you have, John?
4.
Now, what if somebody, John, came over to the house where those kids are living and wanted to have sex with them? How would you feel about that?
I mean, I wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it.
No, sir.
What would you do to a fellow who tried to do that? What would you do?
I don't know. I ain't never had to think about it.
You never had to think about it. Well, you got to think about it now because you came over here after a sexually charged conversation with someone who told you they were 15.
But had no intentions. I have no cash on
Then
me.
why are you here, John?
Because I didn't believe it. She don't even
You didn't believe it. So why even mess with it? You come out of court, you're already in trouble.
Yes, sir.
You're in trouble.
Yes, sir.
You got a court date today.
Yes, sir.
Where was the court?
Aniana.
Aniana. How far is that from here?
Go to Indian County Road 9.
How many minutes?
It's like 15 minutes.
15
on the
minutes.
Way back home.
And you thought it'd be a good idea after getting out of court to come over here just to see if, in fact, this was really a 15-year-old girl wanting to have sex with you. Do I have this right?
I didn't believe she.
Then why are you here, John? It doesn't make sense.
Because I don't know.
I don't know.
Really don't know.
I really don't know. Do you see why I have a hard time believing that, John?
I mean, I understand, but I could understand too if I figured it was all set up anyways. Because
She says she doesn't want any drama, no trouble.
no drama.
You say, great. I got a rap sheet as long as fuck. That's what you said, right?
Sure, got a bunch of tickets.
Any other crimes?
I mean, I have escape. That's it.
You have a what?
Escape, but I've done.
Escape.
Yes, sir. I left work release.
You escaped from what?
Work release. I didn't
Work release.
escape. They let me go, but still, it was an escape charge.
I don't understand that. How do you get an escape charge if they let you go?
Because I was supposed to leave, but they opened the door and told me I could go home. That they wouldn't hold me on my own will. So
That doesn't make sense.
you can call them and look, ask them.
Okay.
When you go to work, leave.
I'm 15. How old? You ask for a pic. She sends you a pic. She asks how old you are. You say 26. Did you find her attractive in that picture?
She definitely don't look like she's 15.
What made you think she wasn't 15? She looks young.
She don't look that young.
But why take the chance, John?
I don't know. Stupid, did he?
Stupid?
But I wasn't going to do nothing with her anyways. I don't have the money to.
Well, what it sounds like to me, John, and I've done this for a long time now, is that you may or may not have had the money, but you're going to try and wangle your way into a sexual situation here.
No, sir.
Then why are you here? We're just going to go down the basement and shoot some pool? Hang out? Have a sweet tea? What are you going to do?
I mean, I need friends anyways. I ain't got no friends, so I was just...
You got no friends?
Nope.
Just a lonely boy?
I go to work, come home, go to work, and come home. That's all
Go
I
to
do.
work and come home, go to work and come home, stop by and have sex with a 15-year-old girl.
Don't have sex because I never actually intended on having sex.
That's not what you say in the chat. You said you
I never
been having sex since you were 10 years old and only used a condom once and didn't feel good. That's what you said.
That's not me physically saying I want to have sex with her, though. I'm just saying that's...
But why are you here? There's no other reason why you would be here, John. So what would you have done here with the girl?
I didn't plan on doing nothing with the girl besides hanging out and trying to make new friends.
Hanging out and trying to make new friends. There's no friends at the neighborhood bar, saloon?
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I smoke cigarettes, that's it, but I don't go out.
Church?
Haven't found one yet.
You haven't found a church yet. Well, what do you think ought to happen to you, John?
I mean, I feel like I wasn't actually intending on doing anything.
But you see why
I understand
I
why
have a hard time
I understand, trust
processing
me.
that and believing.
I understand.
All right, you get that, right?
Yes, sir.
And did you appear with a lawyer today in court?
No, it was my first appearance on my tickets.
Your first appearance.
Yes, sir.
And what do you suppose the judge or magistrate's going to think when they find out you left court and came over here and got caught in a sting operation? How's that going to go over with the court?
I mean, I was just going to explain how I'm trying to explain now, because I really didn't have no intentions on doing anything with her.
Well, John, there's something you need to know.
Yes, sir.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Okay, I don't know who you are.
You don't know.
No, sir.
Okay, well, I do stories about men who try to meet children for sex.
Sir.
And we're collaborating in a sting operation with the Blount County Sheriff's Office.
That's fine.
And is there anything else you want people to know about your current situation?
No, I didn't plan on doing nothing.
You
so
didn't
just,
plan on doing nothing
No, sir, just trying to make friends.
with a 15-year-old girl?
I mean, friends are friends. It don't matter about the
Friends are
age.
friends. Well, it does matter, actually.
I mean, I guess it does.
right?
It just,
If
I
you're,
wasn't
if you're the
planning on
girl's
doing anything.
dad, you're going to care if a 26-year-old man
I understand. But
walks in this house.
I promise you I wasn't going to do nothing with her because I don't have the money and I'm not that type of person.
I know, but John, you're here.
I know. I'm here. I don't know why I stopped. I knew from the get-go, something was telling me from the get-go. But I didn't believe it.
But then why do you even get involved in it? See what I'm saying? You could have carried yourself on home, done
sir.
whatever you're going to do for the rest of the week, the weekend, but now you're here. And now some people from the Blount County Sheriff's Office want to talk to you.
I mean, it's fine. I'll talk to whoever.
Yeah, all right. Well, here they come. They're going to talk to you.
Why? I mean, I have no money on me.
in the front.
I'm not going to do it. I promise y'all.
It's now time for the Blount County Sheriff's Office to do their job.
Sir, I can't. I understand what y'all are doing, but you can go through my phone. This is the first time I've ever done this.
Let's hope it's the last.
I promise you it is. I don't even want friends now at all.
The lieutenant is about to finish and John is about to be taken to the sheriff's office. But all of a sudden, he makes a stunning admission. Spontaneously, He tries to explain why he wouldn't have had sex with a child. I'm still sort of shaken by it, but for all the wrong reasons.
Just so everybody knows, I got shot in my dick with a 380, so it don't work right.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, excuse my language, sorry guys. But I got shot with a full metal jacket 380 and through my private parts, through my leg, so it don't work right. I can't have sex with women.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying to me is that you were shot.
Yes, if you want to, I'll show it to you.
I don't need to
got
see
it all sewed back on.
So they shot you through the penis,
Yes, sir.
and then it went in your
Actually,
leg.
I was cleaning my gun and it misfired.
Wait. And I'm sorry that happened to you, man to man. You were cleaning your gun.
Taurus 380, I had it slide locked, and I went to go take the back of the slide off. When I did, it just slid forward, and when it did, it went off.
So you shot yourself in the penis.
Yes, sir.
And how bad was the damage?
I mean, it don't function right at all.
It don't function right, meaning it don't work at all?
I mean, it's hard to get it to do anything. I mean,
And what did they have to do to fix it?
they had to sew it all back on.
They had to sew your penis back on after you shot yourself in the penis.
Yes, sir. So there's another thing I just wanted to throw it out there. I can't have sex like everybody else can.
But you can,
My dick,
Have sex.
excuse my language,
Yeah.
my private parts don't get hard, is what
Right.
I'm saying. I'm just saying.
is there a medicine for that, or can you?
I don't know, I ain't been back to the doctor yet. It ain't been but the middle of last year.
So when did this happen?
The middle of last year.
And you're in your house, cleaning your 380,
Yes, sir. Taurus Combat 380.
and the gun goes off while you're cleaning it.
I went to go take the back slide off, and when I did, my hand slid off the slide, and it still had the clip in it like a dummy. And when it slid forward, it went off.
What went through your mind when that happened?
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't, because they med flighted me to UAB. I wore a catheter for 4 months, and I haven't had sex since about August of last year.
August of last year. And when did the accident occur?
About August last year. Ever since I've been shot, it don't function right. I mean, I can pee, but that's about it.
You shot yourself in the penis.
Yes, sir.
I can't imagine how that felt.
It burned real bad.
Yeah, I bet. Do you still have that gun?
No, sir. I don't own any guns. I don't like guns.
I can imagine why. What did the doctors say about the prognosis long term?
I haven't been back to the doctor on them yet.
When you're supposed to go back?
Sometime in the middle of next month. I'm not for sure.
Did they take you to the emergency room?
They med flighted me to UAB.
They med a flight in a helicopter. Mm-hmm. So a chopper came in. Where did you go after you shot yourself?
Well, I started driving to Coleman Hospital and realized that I couldn't drive, that I was too much in pain. So by the time I was on the phone with them, they told me to pull over at Johnny's Barbecue right there in Coleman.
Right.
And I pulled over, and I remember passing out and then waking back up in UAB hospital. Them telling me if I could eat my food and stay awake, that I could go home. I ate my food, and I remember waking back up at home, so.
They had to sew your penis back together, basically.
Yeah, no, they had to sew it back on.
Back. You shot your penis off.
Yes, sir.
Did you have it on ice, or what did you do?
I mean, I never took my pants down far enough to say. I opened it, and it was full of blood, and I was like, oh, God.
Oh, God is right.
Yeah.
I never heard of such a thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm just saying,
I hope it all heals up for you.
I mean, it don't bother me if it does. I've went long enough without,
John, you got some bad luck, son.
Tell me about it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your honesty and your candor, and I think these fellows are going to want to.
I understand.
All right.
I'm gonna switch these in the back, right?
I promise I'm not gonna run nowhere. Oh, sorry. Ow.
I have no words. That is an absolute predator investigation, takedown, Hansen versus Predator, to catch a predator first. In 20 years of doing these investigations, I've never heard anyone say I couldn't perform because I had shot myself in the penis. Unbelievable. I mean, who does that? This guy did it. John was charged with electronic solicitation and traveling to meet a child to perform a sexual act. We'll keep you posted on the criminal case against John, but we'll spare you the details about any medical developments involving his penis.